Hey everybody, this is yet another new series that I want to try out for the channel, and what I'll be doing is an overview of the performance on a game. I never thought I would, but I realized that adding a commentary provides more information compared to a video with no commentary. I definitely won't do it for every game out there, but I'll do it on the games that I feel need it, and these overviews will be very quick. So the first game I'll be using is SMASH+GRAB. This is an early access title that came out a couple days ago, and I'm just going to go over how the performance is. The plus side about this game is that it does have a pretty big options menu, but I do wish it had a little bit more options for AA, because at the moment it's just FX-AA and SMAA. I also don't understand why some games use a toggle for ambient occlusion. I wish they added more types such as HBAO, SSAO, and things like that. Here's what the different graphics presets do. At low, medium, high, and finally ultra. But anyway, let's move away from the options menu and talk about the actual performance. In the game's current state, it doesn't seem to perform very well. On the screen you can see the game on the ultra preset, and it doesn't seem to go over 40 FPS. The graphics are good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think those graphics warrant 30 FPS. The FPS also seems to drop lower than 30 FPS when you get into big battles like in the middle of the city. This is understandable because there's a lot of particle effects coming off the weapons, and I guess that can reduce the FPS. But it could obviously be a lot better. Another thing about the game's performance is that it doesn't look like the performance changes much from each preset. Here's the game on low, medium, high, and ultra, and as you can see the FPS differences aren't drastic, and you would most likely be better off just blasting the game to ultra. I'd also like to mention that there isn't much visual difference between ultra and high, and then there also isn't a visual difference between low and medium. I've personally been running the game at ultra, and I haven't had much of an issue playing the game. It's completely playable, and I still do well in the matches. It helps that the game isn't a first-person shooter where FPS really matters, but instead it's a third-person shooter where you can really get away with having lower FPS. After playing the game for about an hour, I can safely say that it's really addicting, and I can see myself playing it for a long time. If you would like to check out the game yourself, I have a link to it in the description. Just remember that the game is in early access, and this performance obviously isn't final. I'll definitely re-benchmark this game when a new update comes out that's dedicated to performance. So anyway guys, leave some feedback of what you think of the series, and let me know what other games you would like to see me do these types of videos on. There isn't much to say on performance for early access games due to them being, well, early access. So they're definitely nowhere near completion, and it isn't fair to criticize performance just yet. Unless you're ARC. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.